Good afternoon, Barstow, and welcome back to BTVN. I'm Sage Holmes.
And I'm Aiden Lawler. How's your week been, Sage?
Pretty good. It's definitely a big adjustment to the new block schedule, but I'm kind of enjoying it. How about you?
I'm also a fan of the new block schedule, and I've been enjoying my freshman experience overall.
Well, I'm glad you like upper school. Let's get started with some announcements after the intro. Upper school musical auditions for the show Zombie Prom Atomic Edition will take place next week. If you are interested, fill out the Google form sent by Mr. Kohler.
Now, let's check in with Dr. Neerman for an update.
We made a lot of improvements over the course of the summer to prepare for the return to school in the midst of a pandemic. And so it's good for us to start out here, and that way you can see some of the changes we made. All of you know how difficult it is arriving in the morning. It tends to be big traffic jams. So what we've done is try to arrange a way that we can take everybody's temperature and log the temperatures and make sure everybody is spaced. And we've staggered arrival time to make the arrival run a little more smoothly. You may also notice the big white tent that we've placed out here. That's when we have some bad weather. Fortunately, the weather has cooperated with us so far, but when we've got bad weather, that'll be a place for students to line up outside while we're getting temperatures taken. But those are some of the changes that we've made out here. If you guys want to follow me inside, we'll take a look at some of the things we've done in the building. All right, and here you can see we've installed some lanes to keep everybody distanced, and we're trying to keep everybody going in one direction down the hallway, hence the arrows and the dividing line. We've got the same thing down this hallway as well. And if you walk all through the building, we've got tape dividing the hallways to make sure that people remember to stay on one side of the hallway or the other. And here we've got one of the temporary classrooms in the cafeteria. We're working on improving the soundproofing in between the walls, but we needed to create as many additional classrooms as we could. So we were able to figure out a way to divide up the cafeteria to give us some additional classroom space. One of the other changes we made is to remove the lockers in the hallway. And it's widened the hallway by almost 3 full feet. But without lockers, of course, you've got to have some place for kids to put backpacks and coats. So we installed hooks along the wall, and if necessary, we can install some additional hooks. But so far, it seems to have worked out really well. The additional space is really important, but it also seems like the hallways are quieter without locker doors slamming continually. And I don't know if it's a consequence of no lockers, but we don't have nearly the trash in the hallways either. So maybe that's one of the positive, unforeseen benefits. But all the lockers were taken out. And if you have any question about the cleanliness of the lockers, I took some pictures of what the floors looked like after we pulled out the lockers. You would be stunned and amazed at some of the grime we found beneath the lockers. We found some material that dated back at least 20 years, so that would have to mean some of that grime is that old too. We also created some additional permanent classroom space, and this is one of the new classrooms. These used to be the administrative offices in the middle school. There used to be a wall that ran right through the middle of this classroom. We removed that wall, repaired the ceiling, put in a new floor, and now we've got additional classroom space. We also did the same thing in what used to be Amanda Marvin's Spanish classroom and the old chemistry storage room. We took out a wall there, which allowed us to create a new classroom, which is where all the physics classes now occur. So we've got 2 additional permanent classrooms, and one of the other purchased during the summer were the swivel devices that allow us to teach classes remotely and at the same time teach face-to-face classes. So for all these things that we've done during the course of the summer, and for the new schedule that all of us are navigating through, one of the really important things that we all need to remember is that this is the first time anyone has ever attempted anything like this. We are blending technologies in a way that have never been blended before. We are asking teachers to teach remote and face-to-face classes at the same time. And that is something that no one has ever tried before. Certainly no one in the city is attempting this, no one in the region is attempting this. So in every way, for all of you who are participating in this school year here at Barstow, you are participating in an historical event. So you should all give yourselves a big pat on the back for making history by coming to school this year.
Great piece. Dr. Neerman would also like to remind everyone that scarves, gaiters, and bandanas are not approved face coverings. If you are wearing one, you will be given a disposable mask to wear for the rest of the day.
You may have seen signs around the school with QR codes for the counselors. Let's meet our new counselor, Mr. Miller, and find out how to use the QR codes. After that, we will watch another piece and figure out just exactly what a school counselor does.
Nice to meet everybody. My name is Pedro Miller. I'm a new counselor here at Barstow. I came from Shawnee Mission School District. I had 4 years of middle school experience, 2 years of high school experience, and I'm really excited to work with everyone. One of the new things that we wanted to do this year is a self-referral form for students, and you might have seen a poster that Mrs. Channels and I put around the school that has 3 QR code logos on it. The top one is for students, and if you have either your iPad device or a personal cell phone, you can scan that QR code and it gives you direct access into a Google form that you can fill out, that Mrs. Channels and I will be notified that you are wanting to see one of us, and then we work directly with you and your teachers to find a good time for us to meet. And if you are logging in from home, you also have that access through an email that we sent to you on Friday. So anytime you want us to connect with you virtually, again, if you are from home, you're welcome to fill out that form, and Ms. Channels and I will connect with you via email to set up a video conferencing time for us to see what we can do to help you. And Ms. Channels and I created a welcome video that we'll push out today that has some really important information. First is a little bit of who we are, and then we answered 3 really important questions. One is, who is a counselor? So we will provide some information on that, as we are here to help you with anything going on with your learning, whether it be academics, social, emotional, or anything else related to your success, whether it be here at Barstow or outside of school. We also talk a little bit about reasons to visit with us, again, whether it be something related to here at school, maybe your learning, maybe something related to your feelings or a friendship issue, sometimes even anything happening outside of school, or if you're wanting any resources related to your well-being. And then we will be introducing again the QR code process in that video for you guys. Okay? Thank you for the warm welcome this year, and we look forward to working with all of you.
Welcome Barstow students, my name is Pedro Miller and I'll be working with Mrs. Channels as a school counselor this year to support you. And our role as school counselors is to make sure that you are being successful in your classes academically, making sure that you have support emotionally, and also making sure that you are being helped as you transition between elementary to middle school to high school. And high school students, we're also here to support you as you get ready for life outside of Barstow. We're excited to have you and welcome everyone.
You can come and talk to the counselor about anything, but the 3 things we see most frequently involve family, so stuff that's happening outside of school, whether it's a change in your family situation, whether it's trouble at home, friends, or something social within the building, and mental health in general, so just things individually going on with you. But also we talk to kids sometimes about academics and how to be more successful in school, and really it can be about anything. So if you find yourself, really struggling in the building one day, we are here for you. If you find yourself at an impasse with a friend situation and struggling on what to do next, we're here for you. Our job is to help kids, so anything you need, we're here to try to help.
Hello students, whether you are connecting with us virtually or here on campus, Mrs. Channels and I have created a Google form where you log in You submit that information to us, and as soon as that information is submitted, Mrs. Channels and I will connect with you either virtually through Zoom or on campus in a way that we are able to meet safely and effectively to discuss any concerns that you are having. We look forward to working with you.
Great pieces, and welcome to Barstow, Mr. Miller. That's all we have time for today. I'm Sage Holmes.
And I'm Aiden Lawler. Have a great rest of the week, Barstow.